Hello, beautiful souls. I'm so grateful to be here again. I know it has been a little, like you've probably been hearing from everyone. Most of us light workers here have really been in a space of harnessing our own energy and really getting in tune with our own internal vibration in regards to who or what deserves our energy. It's as simple as that simple yes or no answers right now. I know I talked about that with the bridge and I think it was my last YouTube video, that bridge of light, that rainbow bridge that we're all connecting to and anchoring onto. And we can't bring other people with us. They have to make their own free will choice to step onto that bridge into the higher dimensions with us, but we can lead the way. We can pave the way. We can anchor in and be a mirror for them about how to anchor in to a higher reality, a higher dimensional vibration reality as well, but we can't do it for them. And so the reason I'm saying that is mostly for us light workers here watching this is don't feel bad if you've been serving yourself more than usual lately. If you've been really discerning about who you want to give your energy to, what situations you want to give your energy to. Also, in regards to how you want to treat your body, what words you want to say to your body, what foods you want to feed to your body, and how your body is responding to that. Because, again, we are not our bodies. We are souls inside of our body. We are complete energy, complete vibrations that this physical body is holding in place in order for us to experience a physical reality. And so, yes, each of us as souls is going through this ascension process, but that means everything in this 3D reality is going through the ascension process as well. And that includes our bodies. So our bodies are going through this ascension process right now too. That does not mean that, I just want to explain that that means our bodies are going through a separate ascension process than we are. It's the same one. We're feeling exactly what our bodies are going through, but they're going through their own ascension as well. Does that make sense? And so when we are discerning about what energy we want to give to our bodies right now, or what energy we want to allow our bodies to give off into other situations, our bodies are going to handle that in different ways in regards to where it's at in the ascension process. And so we're all being asked to really communicate with our bodies right now, physically out loud or internally, but getting very clear, very present with our bodies, saying hello to our bodies every morning, telling our bodies how much we love them, how much support, how grateful we are for their support, and how much we are in support of their ascension journey as well. And then asking, what can I do to help you, to help serve you on this ascension process? What foods, what sort of water, what do you want to walk in nature? Do you want to take a bath? Like, what do you want right now? How can I support you? I did not think I was going to start with that tangent, but I guess some individuals, including myself, are meant to be hearing this right now because shit's getting real out there. You all know I like to live in the higher realities, the fifth dimensional realities and above, and not kind of get stuck in this 3D chaos that's going on right now, because this 3D chaos is meant to be happening. It doesn't matter how it happens. It doesn't matter when it happens or where or who is involved in this wake up process. It mostly just matters that it happens. If it wasn't happening in this way, it'd be happening in another way. And so that should in itself give us all kind of a sigh of relief. And I know that sounds crazy right now, especially for people who are really feel like they're being targeted emotionally or mentally, or drained emotionally or mentally from all this stuff that's going on in this 3D world right now. So I'm not here to talk about any red pills. I'm not here to talk about anything that will keep us feeding the polarity matrix, because that has been so overdone that it's so exciting to hear about, and it's very like, yay, this is going to happen. But then it puts us on those timelines of, if that doesn't happen, then we feel like we failed and that everything's screwed. And that's the same thing as like New Year's resolutions. This is why I'm hopping on right now for the new year, is some people who make New Year's resolutions and are very adamant about them, and then say something goes off track from that timeline, they feel like they failed. You didn't fail. Your body or your team or whatever you want to look at it like was just like, hey, nope, I guess this isn't the time for us to do this right now. Or it's not going to happen it's not going to happen for us in that way. And so that's the same thing individually and collectively, is we're not going to really be able to tap into exactly what's going to happen, when it's going to happen, who's going to be involved if we're stuck on one timeline, because the stuff that's going on right now is not linear. It might look linear because we're in a physical 3D reality, but the energies that are supporting the changes that are happening right now are not linear. And so if we need to think about timelines and this is going to happen on this date, or this person's going to make this change and we're all going to wake up because of this one thing this one person says, then you're feeding the polarity matrix. And so I'm asking us all to really, my team's asking all of our teams, our higher selves are really, we're here to wake up to the truth of who we are. That's what we're waking up to. We're not waking up to all of the shit that's been going on for hundreds of thousands of years. Yes, that is what we're going to wake up to, but that's going to happen by us simply waking up to who we are. That's what waking up is. Waking up isn't just taking the red pill about information and learning all of these scary, dark agendas that have been happening. That will happen naturally. I'm not saying that that's not important. That is very important. And some people are actually here and their purpose is to help people see those truths. But for the majority, like, you'll know if you're meant to be the one sharing those truths. If you're just watching the media, watching other YouTube videos, and then sharing that information and piling on, and then it doesn't happen and you feel like you failed, then that's not serving anything. That's just feeding the polarity matrix. Does that make sense? And so what we can all serve as, what we're all meant to help ourselves wake up to and other people wake up to, is the truth of who we are, which is pure love, pure energy, pure light, pure power, pure sovereign strength that can shine on top of any darkness, no matter what the darkness is, and will transmute it. It's as simple as that. Again, this bridge into the higher dimensions, is as simple as saying, yes, this serves the collective, this serves me, or no. And if you feel like you can get lost in that confusion, is what they're wanting to talk about right now. A lot of people can go, okay, so what do I do with that? And you can feel like you can get lost in the confusion of what to do next when you start discovering or saying, what if I am pure light and pure power, is to use that in your everyday life. Use that when you wake up in the morning, with your pets, with your partners, with your families, at the grocery store, when you're driving, no matter where you are. Embody yourself, picture and bring to mind the image of you, the knowing. This isn't you just imagining it. It's real, but you have to show your body that, hey, it's time to focus on the light aspect of us, not on this dense physical reality anymore. We're living in parallel realities. We are multidimensional beings, and we're not meant to be stuck in this physical reality because we're not even physical. Even the skin right now is just energy. It is just energy. We are pure energy, and we just are choosing with our free will what we want to focus on now. And so if you wake up with the intention of every single now moment, I'm just going to remember. I'm not learning anything. I'm just remembering what I already know, what I've done for so many lifetimes. I'm going to remember that I am pure light, pure love, and I'm going to go out into the world with that base. That's my temple floor that I'm stepping each day, that I'm stepping into each day from, is I'm pure light, I am pure love, I am pure power, and I'm going to see what happens when I come at my days from that aspect. Does that make sense? That's what we're really being asked to wake up to. Wake up to the fact that there's some dark agendas out there, but if we focus on that, it's going to help them expand. It's feeding. They don't care how we focus on them. They don't care if we're scared of them. They don't care if we're not scared of them. It's still giving them attention. And we need to stop giving them attention. That's what's happening right now. The shit that's been going on at the Capitol, all this stuff is meant to get our attention, to feed them, and to allow it to expand, allow that fear to expand and keep feeding that reality. That reality is shutting down whether that happened or whether all of this was happening or not. I'm going to keep repeating myself because I really want to be clear. My team could not be more clear on the fact that we are not meant to feed this polarity matrix anymore. It is time to wake up to who we are. Wake up to the fact that we have the power to create an entire new reality. If you want to go from source, universe, God, we are made in the same likeness, the same image of source. We can create just as source created this entire reality. We are meant to do that as individuals, okay? And some individuals, you can call it like a tumor. Picture like the entire planet is a body, because it is, and we are cells in the body. And certain cells are serving the body and are really working with bringing in higher vibrations and health and vitality to the body. And some are turning into tumors and picture as if all the healthy cells look at the tumor, and instead of trying to get rid of the tumor, they feed it. They just go, ooh, I want to live inside that tumor, and they make the tumor get bigger, rather than being like, ooh, let's actually bring in more health, more vitality, and just by doing that, we understand that the tumor is just going to eventually dissolve. Does that make sense? Stop feeding the tumor. The tumor just wants to be fed. It doesn't care how it gets fed. It just wants to be fed. And so we are really meant to be in tune. Oh, I like this. They're saying with the strength of God. Stop playing small. We are meant to, a lot of people feel like they can't find their purpose. They can't find their meaning right now. They feel like the past is preventing them or hurting them from stepping into joy and from finding joy in their life. And so we're really meant to, this is where a lot of the angels on earth come in. This is where angels on earth come in because they are fully embodied in joy. A lot of you listening here are angels on earth. You just have to be okay with that. Stop being scared of that, because what that means is, so we specifically have Archangel Gabriel speaking with us right now, and she's saying, you are meant to step into your purpose with strength and joy. Okay, so that's actually okay, so she's saying, she's giving us a mantra. I step into my purpose with strength and joy. When you say that out loud, so here's a little like to do. You wake up, you fully go, okay, I'm pure light. I am pure love. I love myself. I love you, body. What do you need? You need water. Okay. Like, serve yourself in the morning. You're pure light. You're pure love as you do physical things, but you're still remembering there's a light aspect to me that I'm working with. I'm not just a physical, dense body right now. There's a lot more going on, even if I don't fully understand that. And then you have mantras. When you say a mantra, it's basically pulling in light language and making it a reality. And so what the angelic realm is saying is you need to say mantras when you come from a base of that heart-based energy of I'm pure love, I'm pure light, and then you say a mantra. Does that make sense? If you say a mantra and you come at it from a space of I'm a dense physical body and I'm in a 3D reality, but I'm going to say this mantra, and then the mantra doesn't work and I'm going to get pissed off that it didn't. Like, feel the difference there of, okay, I'm pure love, I'm pure light, I'm pure energy. I'm going to go be very present with myself and my thoughts. I'm not my thoughts. I'm not my emotions. All I am is surrendering to the fact that I'm pure love and pure energy. And then you say a mantra, watch what happens, because the mantra she's saying is, I step into my truth and purpose with joy and strength. When you do that, again, you're bypassing the logic and you're calling to fruition all the energies that serve your joy and serve your strength. And you're inviting, she's showing like a shower. There's like a shower of energy that'll happen. It's a shower of motivation. That's all you need. It doesn't matter how you step into your purpose or what you do. It just matters that you allow those things to show themselves to you, and you'll know what to do. Trust yourself, trust your team, trust the energy that this world's in right now. Is trust the fact that if you just come at the heart-based base of I'm going to get what I need in order to serve myself and serve others for the highest good of all, it's as simple as that, then it's going to happen and you're going to know what to do. And so it's going to be, all you really need for that is motivation. And when you come at it from the mantra of I step into my truth and purpose with joy and strength, then you'll feel this little like shower. I see it like little light stars, stardust showering down of motivation and inspiration. That's what we're all actually searching for. A lot of us try to bypass and get to the answer of this is what I need, this is going to serve me, and we try to go to the end goal while not living in the present joy of the present moment. And so what we need to go and to want to make us go through the step-by-step process of being present with things that we're meant to do, then we need motivation and inspiration. And this is going to happen when we find that strength, that joy, that truth, which full circle is us, because we are the strength of God, strength of source, strength of Sophia, strength of universe. It doesn't matter. Just this world is energy. All you have to really believe in right now is energy. It's as simple as that. And then watch what it does. There's going to be a lot of truths coming out from the 3D reality while we're all living in this higher dimensional reality on the bridge, trying to anchor into this bridge. And so they're really asking for a lot of discernment right now. Discernment's going to be huge. So discernment, understanding, and wisdom is really what they're saying right now. And so it's kind of easy to get caught up in the crazy chaos that's going on right now, and that's completely understandable. But no matter who's in office, no matter what truths come out, it's still someone or something trying to control us all. So, first of all, if you need a why, how am I supposed to step out of this 3D reality? It's the fact that regardless what happens, you're still allowing something else to control you, someone else to control you and tell you what to do. That in itself should make you be like, whoop, I'm going to wake up to who I am and make my own freaking decisions. And so once you do that, and you stop getting caught up in this chaos that's going on, you start to make unique choices. And that means unique to you. It doesn't mean I'm being different just to be different. It means I'm making choices regardless if someone else has made this choice or not. I'm doing it because I know what serves me right now. That's what discernment is. And it's not trying to prove that you're different either. We're all different. We already all know that. You don't have to say, I'm different. Look at this crazy, unique choice I'm making. It's like, no, cool. It's serving you. Awesome. That's what we're all coming at from. Does it serve you? Are you doing something that serves you, or are you doing it because someone else told you to right now? And so it's really, be discerning about, are you going along with what everyone else is saying right now? What are you going along with right now? And are you open to seek out the truth in all situations? I'm not saying you have to just flip a switch and be like, all right, I'm out of the 3D. Like, that's impossible. We're in the 3D reality forever. My hair is going crazy. We're always going to be in the 3D, but it's more about, how can I be discerning while I'm living in this 3D reality, this polarity matrix, at the same time of seeking truth in every single thing that comes my way. And that's simply resonating with, remember, everything is energy. All you have to go off of right now is energy, is what energy is coming my way. Energy can come in the form of words, can come in the form of images, can come in the form of situations, can come in the form of other people, because we are energy. What energy is coming my way? And does the energy feel good inside of me or not? And so again, a mantra they're saying right now that can be helpful for this is, I am open to learning and knowing the truth in all things. I am open to knowing and learning the truth in all things. I love that. And I make choices based on wisdom and discernment. I make choices based on wisdom and discernment. Because what that's going to do is that's really going to create this, like, that bubble, that filter, that shield around you that really gives you that discernment power, because you're creating the discernment shield around you. So it's made from you, it's made from your heart, because you have already started your day from a heart-spaced energy of just remembering that you're pure light and pure love, that it's as simple as, you're going to know this serves me or this doesn't. That's what waking up is about. I just wanted to give a quick video on what is waking up, how can I wake up further, and how can I discern waking up versus the 3D versus higher dimensional realities. But yeah, there's going to be, you could look at it like miracles. You could look at it like a lot of self-love happening, because miracles happen from self-love. Miracles don't just happen because you're asking from it. And especially not if you're living in this 3D reality. Miracles come when you love yourself so much that you're willing to say enough is enough. Even to yourself, you get very humble. You're very forgiving. Forgiveness is huge right now of yourself. It could be forgiveness for the fact that you realize you've been stuck in the 3D. Who cares? You were meant to, so that you can feel what it feels like to step out of this polarity matrix right now. It's just, and that's okay. So they're saying it's another thing, is it's not going to feel like, I mean, for some, it might be this huge, like wake up, aha, Kundalini explosion. For some, it's going to be a very like soft transition, that you might feel like it actually didn't happen. You might feel like, did something happen because I didn't have this huge wake up Kundalini explosion? How am I okay? And how am I actually doing this right? So there's going to be a lot of questions that start popping around, especially for those who are newly waking up. And okay, so besides that, they're saying they just want to talk about forgiveness, because you're going to think you're not doing it right, and you are. It's going to be very subtle. Thank you. That's the word, is forgiving yourself for all that you've gone through, and for any individual who's done harm to you, because you've, from one perspective, attracted those individuals to you for a reason, and those individuals signed a contract before you came to help you learn that lesson, so you can hold compassion and gratitude for them, for the situation. It does not mean you have to love them or you have to go hug them and be best friends. It just means to let that situation dissolve, because it no longer serves you. It's serving the polarity matrix. That situation happened while you were living in the 3D. You don't need to feed it anymore. how you stop feeding it is by forgiving it, by forgiving yourself for being like, oh, cool, I guess I signed that contract. That means I have enough love for myself to have taught myself this lesson. And I love myself and I love that individual. I'm grateful that I learned this lesson through that situation. I forgive myself and I'm going to face my challenge. It's going to be a very subtle shift into a higher vibration. It's going to be very subtle. Even when I channel, when my higher self's within me, my higher self's always within and around all of us, or your higher self is within and around you all the time. Or if you channel another light being, a lot of people picture it like it's going to be this huge, like you feel this energy and you feel, I mean, you will feel energy, but you feel this like, they picture it like a possession and it causes a lot of fear. There's a lot of thoughts and expectations. Expectations are not helpful in any way whatsoever for this ascension journey because expectations, again, make you feel like you might fail or that things aren't happening in the way they're supposed to. It's going to be very subtle when you start stepping onto this bridge because it's going to be, because you're using, when you step onto the bridge from your free will by saying enough is enough, it's not going to feel crazy because it's you making the decision. It's you already came to terms with the fact that I'm going to make new choices. I'm going to start doing things that serve me versus feeding the polarity matrix. You made that decision. So it's not going to be this huge, like, aha, wake up moment. It might be, and that's awesome. Sorry, I need to do not disturb. It might be, and that's awesome if it's a big wake up, but it's really meant to be just celebrating the small wins, the subtle changes, the little parts in your life that you see aren't affecting you like they used to anymore. That is waking up. It's not, it can be, again, and if people have had those big aha moments, that is amazing. And sometimes along this non-linear timeline, there will be huge aha light bulb moments, and that's amazing. But most of the time, just to help all of your expectations and release some burdens off your shoulders, it's going to be very small things that you might not even notice you've changed. And one day you might just be like, whoa, I've really changed. I've really upped my vibration. I'm like a whole new energy right now that I didn't know. When did that even happen? Like, when did that happen? And it's okay. That's mostly what this journey is about, is there's going to be a lot of small, subtle changes happening. And all that means is that harmony is coming into fruition. When harmony happens, that's what the whole goal is, to just love yourself enough to balance the energies within you, and then everything around you will serve you. That's what harmony really is. And harmony isn't painful. It doesn't like just punch you with energy and wake you up super fast and blow you up. Like that's a lot of what schizophrenics and a lot of bipolar and a lot of like people talking to themselves on the street, it's because they had a huge wake up and they either forced it, or this isn't all the time, and I'm sorry if this triggers something, but it's just, I've seen enough examples of people who have downloaded too much light and forced themselves to have an awakening too fast that it made them go insane. And there's no judgment on that. Maybe they signed that contract. They were meant to do that possibly, but it's not going to be that every time. It's meant to just to be in harmony with ourselves is the whole goal. And harmony isn't painful and isn't scary. It's very subtle. It's very kind. It's very gentle. So don't be hard on yourself if you're like, I haven't changed enough. What's happening? This can be changing your diet. We are, again, I've said this a lot, listen to your bodies. We are rarely meant to lighten up our diets right now. That doesn't have to mean less food. That just means lighter foods in regards to foods that don't hold energies from other beings, foods that don't hold energies from poisons or pesticides, getting very clear on the heaviness of foods. If you feel like you need to be more grounded and rooted with foods, then eat rooted vegetables, rooted fruits, anything that is really rooted with the earth. But that doesn't mean like heavy cheeses, a lot of carbs. Like, I'm not judging this. I'm just saying, listen, make a list of foods, read out a food out loud and see what your body does. See if your body's like, that feels like it would feel good. Don't let your brain do it. Let your body do it. Your body's actually working from your heart, but your body is so intelligent. You are not your body. Stop taking responsibility for your body and stop being mad at your body. Your body's just doing, because you're still in charge of your body, but your body is sometimes way more intelligent. That's very humbling. At least for me, when I found out, is my body is like babysitting me most of the time. But it's also talking to me and it loves me. It's never judging me. It's constantly loving me and forgiving me and working with me, because I've put it through a lot of shit and it's still going really strong. But I've also chosen to forgive myself and to receive forgiveness from my body and to love myself enough to change the ways that I used to treat my body. In regards to food, in regards to meditation, in regards to where I let my body give energy to. This also is in regards to thoughts, because we're not our body. But if we choose to focus on a thought that comes into our body, into our brain, and we choose to focus on that, because again, we're the boss. The souls are here. Our bodies are just tools that we were given to work with. If we choose to focus on thoughts and that doesn't serve us, then our bodies are going to talk to us with emotions and say, hey, this thought that you're thinking about, this is what emotion that it's making me feel and making you feel because I'm feeling it. So do you like that feeling or no? Again, simple yes and no's right now. Just stop trying to overcomplicate things right now. A lot of people are going to try to overcomplicate it, especially when they start turning away from the polarity and try to create a whole new world. That can seem very daunting and very intense and very overcomplicated. And when people might try to be like, oh my God, how do I do this? I'm not doing this right, blah, blah, blah. There's so much. Just don't overcomplicate it. We are meant to make our own unique choices right now, our own unique versions of what it means to step into the light. That is how they want to end this, is we are all meant to step into the light, to be our own versions of light. And that doesn't mean step into something outside of us. It means start going internal, because we are pure light. And we think that this reality is separate from us, and it's not. This entire reality is all made from the same energy, and it's showing itself in different forms. And we are meant to really, I like that. I think I talked about this in a video, but they're saying the energy, this entire universe within and around us is all made from the same energy. And it is programmed, if you want to call it, to serve us as if we are God, as if we are creators, because we are. Some of us just don't remember that or know that. And so we're remembering. And as soon as we do that, it gives us that worthiness, that self-worthiness is really needed right now, to be like, I am worthy of everything that serves me. From a base of, because this is going to serve me, it's going to serve the collective for the highest good of all. And I am worthy of that. We are addicted to suffering on this planet. We think that if enough good things happen, that something bad has to happen. We think that things are going really good, what's going to change? And the collective doesn't really help that right now, because there's a lot of craziness going on, but that's from the lower perspective. From my perspective, everything that's happening right now is awesome. Yes, from a 3D perspective, it's very painful, very triggering, very ugly at times, but it's awesome. Things are happening. It's making enough people start searching internally inside themselves and be like, I am pure light. I'm going to step into me, because I'm going to step into the light. Stepping into the light doesn't mean going to heaven and somewhere outside of you. Stop worshiping things outside of you. This means ascended masters, any deities, any gods, any guides. No, we are all the exact same, and we are all the same energy. And some of us are just feeling more worthy than others of being okay with that. And so the energy is going to serve us. And if we're thinking about things, whether we're subconsciously or consciously thinking about things that, so say stress, anxiety, fear, job, money, whatever it is, whether we're consciously or subconsciously thinking about that, the energy around us is saying, oh, they want to focus on this. I'm going to give this to them because they deserve everything that they are holding within them. I'm going to give them every single bit of, I'm going to mirror to them and match and manifest for them everything that they want to come their way. And then we get these crazy things happening around us. And we go, what the hell? Like, why am I guess I'm not worthy enough of having good things happen. And it's like, no, you are. You just asked for this to happen to you. That's what we're waking up to. Wake up to what you're thinking about, what energies you're holding inside of you, what you're still holding on to, whether you want to say it or not. Like, name your demons. Name them. Look at them in the face and be like, don't want that anymore. I understand why these situations keep happening in my life, because I guess I'm still holding on to this demon. That does not mean an actual demon. It can be an energy, a situation, a memory. But name your demons. That's what I heard the other day, and I love that. And that's really going to help you step into the light, because you're not going to have to do anything. Just more of your light's going to start shining brighter, and you're going to have no choice but to look at it. It's going to be so bright. You're going to be so bright that you're going to have no choice to be like, wow, I'm like glowing. This feels really good. I want to keep doing more of this. And that's how it starts being easier. It's baby steps at first, and pretty soon you're going to be like sprinting and running, and it's just going to be, things are just falling into place as they're meant to. And sometimes you get little tastes of that. And yes, there are our guides and our angelic beings outside of us that help us get little tastes of that every now and then so that we know the difference of what feels good and what doesn't. But end term, it's up to us. It's up to us to choose to be discerning, to choose to be the strength of God that we are, and to use that for the highest good of ourselves and for the highest good of the collective. A lot of self-love, loving all versions of yourself that have survived all harm that has come your way. Love, you're still here. You're still watching this video. Whether you feel like shit or not, love the shit out of yourself right now because you're here. You did it. Like, love those versions of yourself that are, I remember last night on Kaya Ra's call, she said this is, love the versions of yourself that are still full of fear and still full of anxiety from the harm that has come their way. Love that version of yourself because that version of yourself needs more love now more than ever. And that version of yourself is actually way stronger. It's that version of yourself got you here today. Even if it's still in pain, it got you here. And so if you love that version of yourself and you give it enough nurturing, the nurturing that it needs, then it's going to be so strong after that, because that same being that is so scared from the harm that has come its way is going to use that same amount of strength because it's still here. And then it comes from a base of love because you've been nurturing it with love rather than still fear and still the memories of what happened. It's going to be like your ultimate guide, your ultimate version of yourself that paves the way for everything to happen, best case scenario. Just release the fear of, because when you start allowing those parts of you that used to live in fear, then pave the way for you for things to happen in a good way. It's not going to make sense to you. It's going to make you step into the unknown, and the unknown can be scary for a lot of people. That's why we're addicted to suffering. Even if things are making us feel like we're suffering on the outside, we still choose those situations because it's familiar. It's as simple as that. And that's okay. Love that version of yourself that wants things to feel safe and familiar. Love and nurture that part of yourself, because pretty soon that part of yourself is going to have no choice but to look at all the light that's turning on inside of you and be like, oh, let's step into the unknown. But you won't be scared to, because you'll understand that things are serving you and they feel good. You've changed your consciousness to stop feeding this polarity of how, why, who, what, when, where, oh my God, what do? I did something wrong. Shoot, I failed. I hate myself. I hate my body, blah, blah, blah. Versus this feels really good. This doesn't feel really good. I'm not overcomplicating things anymore. I'm in a higher dimension. I'm looking at situations from this higher vibration, and I'm going to step into the unknown. I'm going to face these challenges, but they're not challenges from a space of fear. They're challenges from a space of excitement and change and joy, because I am pure light and I'm seeing with the eyes of love. I'm not seeing things like, it doesn't make sense for me a lot of the times to see things with hate, because I'm pure love. Everything's happening, whether it's helping us, it's teaching us, or it's helping us grow, or it's serving us. There's no bad in this new reality. And so that's what we're meant to come at. So just plant those seeds and wait and enjoy the present moments, and start every morning from a new remembrance, a new intention of love and joy. If you need a New Year's resolution, maybe that's it. A lot of people don't put expectations on, I'm going to lose this much weight and I'm going to change this and this and this. And if it doesn't happen, I failed. My puppies just came running in at that. So that's validation is, I'm just going to make a resolution to remember every day who I actually am. That's not changing who I am. It's remembering what's already inside of you. So let's stop it at that. I love you all so much. Thank you for tuning in. I'll hopefully be able to make a lot more coming up soon, because the energies are back. Light workers are turning on again. We're ready to just keep the shifts going and keep reminding everyone about who we are, who you are. We're all in this together. So feel the love, spread it all around you, go throughout your day from that base, and we will touch base soon. I love you all so much. Bye.